It all starts with a simple stroke of a paintbrush. But before long, a blank canvas is transformed into a masterpiece.
I'm working on a painting of a tree. It's just a little old spooky tree. I'm trying to work on my skills in painting backgrounds and landscapes.
What's even more mind-blowing is that these works of art are actually created by Mesa High School students.
I am working on a newer painting of mine. I came up with the concept maybe a couple days ago, and I just started on it, and I'm having a great time.
It's all part of the Mesa Youth Creative Agency, or MICA as they like to call themselves.
Mesa Youth Creative Agency is an agency for teens to come do the work and work in the public sector, competing with other agencies.
So Michaela, what are you working on today?
It's not a class, this is an actual real business. They show up, they get paid. We also have a digital studio, so we do digital design, augmented reality, animation, photography, and videography.
The agency is funded with a $1.2 million grant from Maricopa County as part of the county's push to expand career and technical education opportunities for youth and adults. The goal is for MICA to serve enough clients to become a self-sustaining business. Serving several clients already, Director Christy Cuddy says these high school students are well on their way.
We've had several clients. Our first one was the Mesa Arts Center down the street. We've also worked with Hands on Greater Phoenix. We're currently working with Avatar Arts out of California, designing his logo.
And do you have an estimate when you're going to be completed with this piece?
Aside from preparing them for a career in the arts and getting paid to do what they love, these budding artists say the community at MICA keeps them inspired.
It's cool to work around other people my age in like an artistic environment like this. It's not like any other job I've had.
Somehow we're all in the same place doing things that none of us really ever thought would be possible, because most of us all our lives have always been told you can't make a living out of this. Art is not a real career.